Hello everyone, welcome to another video where I'm going to review Alienware AW2723DF. My old Alienware AW2721D started to display a line of bad pixels, so I've raised warranty ticket with Dell and they sent me back newer Alienware model AW2723DF. Dell has included calibration report for this overclockable 280Hz IPS panel with results for sRGB mode calibration and DCI-P3 mode calibration. These are excellent results with very minimal delta difference against the etalon standard. Then we have a quick guide with list of accessories included, as well as how to mount the monitor base to standardizer, how to lift off the IPS panel from the box, how to connect the cables and how to rotate, tilt and rise up and down the IPS panel on monitor standardizer. And the very first physical accessory in the box is the stand base, which has very nice quick mount feature, so you don't need any screwdriver to mount it together with standardizer. The standardizer in the box is without any RGB and has nice quick release function which is compatible with several Dell Alienware monitors such as AW2524H and AW2524HF, AW2724DM and AW2724HF. These pads on the top will allow you to snap the monitor to the standardizer very fast without any additional tools. Then we have back cover to cover the monitor connectors and wires, and then we have set of documentation such as safety and regulatory information as well as some energy indicator stickers. Then we have set of cables which include DisplayPort to DisplayPort cable, then USB-A to USB-B cable to enable USB hub on your Alienware AW2723DF monitor, and then DisplayPort to mini DisplayPort cable. HDMI to HDMI cable is also included but not in my warranty replacement package. There is also power cord cable, in my case for European wall socket. And now let's open the protective cover on the back part of the monitor itself, which is VESA 100 compatible, and we can just slide in the mounting tabs of monitor standardizer into quick snap-in and quick release VESA slot. Similarly to unmount it from standardizer, you will just push the button below the VESA slot and it will release standardizer pad from monitor. I'm not going to use the default monitor stand, so let me just pull out the monitor gently from the box and I can show you what I'm going to use as monitor stand. On my desk I have prepared already one of the best monitor arm on the market, and that is Dell Single Monitor Arm MSA20, which is compatible with Alienware Quick Release Mounting VESA slot. You can check the unboxing video of Dell Single Monitor Arm on my channel, and do not miss to hit the subscribe button for more videos about monitor stands and IPS and OLED gaming monitors. So let me just slide in the tabs from Dell Single Monitor Arm into VESA slot of Dell Alienware AW2723DF, and you can already see one of the biggest benefits of Dell Single Monitor Arm, and that is the movement of the monitor arm, where you can basically swivel the monitor freely and you can access the back side of the monitor very easily. Unmounting the monitor from stand is just pushing the button underneath the VESA slot, and by tilting the bottom part of the monitor you can slide out the monitor from monitor stand and install it to new Dell Single Monitor Arm. Now a little bit of the demonstration on how easy it is to manipulate the monitor on Dell Single Monitor Arm MSA20, and you can see I can just very easily put it to any position I need. Now let me remove the protective cover from the monitor panel, and we can move to another part of the video, which is about connecting the cables. Again, it is very convenient with Dell Single Monitor Arm to simply swivel the Dell Alienware AW2723DF and start connecting the cables. In terms of the connectors of Dell Alienware AW2723DF, we have power connector, then USB Type-B version 3.2 Gen 1 hub connector, and two USB-A version 3.2 Gen 1 connectors. And on the right side we have two HDMI connectors in version 2.0, one DisplayPort connector in version 1.4, and one line-out connector for speakers. And at the bottom we have joystick and two USB-A version 3.2 Gen 1 connectors and headphones connector. On backside we have Alienware logo with RGB LED and number 27 with RGB LED lighting as well. Interesting feature is the retractable headphone hanger, where you can just push it and slide out from inside of the monitor. I have different headphone hanger too, and you can check unboxing of that one on my channel. Now let's connect the cables. First I'll connect the power cord, and I will do a little bit of the cable management to hide the cable in monitor routing clips, as well as in my Dell MSA20 monitor arm. Then I'm going to connect DisplayPort version 1.4 cable, and again I will hide the cable into monitor arm. Let's just make sure the cables are a little bit free, as when we will swivel the monitor the cables will not be pulled off from the monitor slots. Now we can manipulate the monitor freely into the correct position, and again that is the huge advantage of having Dell's single monitor ARM MSA20. And we can connect the DisplayPort cable into the graphic card, so let's transition under the table where I have my gaming PC built with the RTX 3080 graphic card. I am planning to replace it with RTX 4070 Ti Super, so make sure you stay tuned for video about RTX 40 series graphic card upgrade in my gaming PC build. And now is the time to turn on Dell Alienware AW2723DF monitor, and on the screen we are getting Alienware welcome logo. Then the screen transitions into Windows background image and we can have a look into the settings menu. By pressing the joystick at the bottom we can navigate to quick preset modes and we can choose from standard, FPS, mobile RTS, RPG, sports, creator, game 1, game 2, game 3, warm, cool or custom color preset. Completely new menu option for me is the Alien Vision, where you can choose from few cheat modes such as Night Vision, Clear Vision, Chroma Vision or Crosshair Vision. And in the full OSD menu you can choose from Game Color Preset option, Brightness Contrast option, Input Source option, Alien FX Lighting, display options such as HDR, Picture-in-Picture option, Audio Output option, Menu OSD settings, Personalized settings for shortcut keys and for fast switching between presets, and other settings where we can see display information including the mode, current input source with resolution and refresh rate, as well as information about possibility of 280Hz refresh rate. In this menu option you can also see firmware version, service tag for Dell warranty support communication, as well you can launch self-diagnostic where you can identify bad pixels. In this diagnostics mode you can review monitor display in gray color, full screen red color, full screen green color, and if all is okay, then full screen blue color, and if no bad pixel, then switch to full screen black color, and again if all okay, then full screen white color, and as last one will be text screen. This one will be most helpful when I will be reviewing OLED monitor, and for that make sure you stay tuned to do not miss the video about Dell Alienware AW2725DF review. Now when you connect the monitor to your PC for first time, the default refresh rate will be 60Hz. So you need to navigate to Windows and right click on your desktop and choose Display Settings. Then you will navigate to Advanced Display Settings and here you can change the refresh rate to 240Hz. Then you will just confirm that you want to keep the changes. Another option where you can change the default refresh rate is by right clicking on your desktop and choosing NVIDIA Control Panel. And here you can also change the monitor's refresh rate. To get 280Hz refresh rate, you would first need to select the game option in the monitor's OSD menu, and then you can change the overclock settings to change the refresh rate to 280Hz. Leave me a comment if you are unable to find it. Another thing you definitely want to calibrate in NVIDIA Control Panel is the red color saturation. For that I suggest opening YouTube and check the YouTube icons as well as the videos. Very often Dell Alienware IPS monitor panels are oversaturated and displaying red as a pinkish red. After you decrease the value of the digital vibrance settings in NVIDIA Control Panel, then the red color on your Alienware AW2723DF monitor should be much better. If you are interested about the RGB on the backside of Alienware AW2723DF IPS monitor with 280Hz refresh rate in overclock state, then let me swivel the monitor to show you both Alienware logo and number 27, which by default will be shining with teal RGB light. You can change it in the monitor's OSD menu, but that one might be in one of my next video. Joystick to navigate through OSD menu without any additional buttons is improvement against the previous Alienware monitors, and it is fairly easy to get used to it. And that would be it for the video. By unmounting the cables and showing you how to release the Alienware monitor from stand, I can summarize that I really like Alienware AW2723DF monitor from a refresh rate point of view. 27 inches screen resolution is perfect for gaming as well as work. Thin bezels of the IPS panel are amazing, and in overall the monitor is slightly improved against the previous Alienware model AW2721D. If you like the unboxing, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe button, and until my next video, cheers!